Today I have a jump starter I want to review, and when these things first came out probably 10 to 15 years ago, I just thought they were a gimmick. I really didn't think they would work, and I didn't even give them a chance. Well, I've changed my mind. I've had one of these for a while, not this particular brand, but I've had a jump starter for quite a while and love it. Super compact, easy to store. It jumps my vehicles right away. Has an air compressor included in it, a work light. I mean, it's just kind of the all-around package. It's a lot easier to store than like jumper cables and a lot faster than a battery charger. I got this jump starter here from Novsight, and we're going to take a look at this and put it right to use because my son has been at a 3-month Air Force training and his car is now dead, and so I'm not sure if they left a charger plugged in or what. So we're going to take this thing right out of the package and put it to use. So this is what comes in this nice case, a manual, and this one here has a few extra gadgets on it that my personal one does not have, and I suspect they will work just as well, but we'll give it a shot. In this black package here that you get has all your pieces and parts. I'll explain this in a second. This is a air hose for airing up tires. This is your jumper cables per se. It's how you hook up your battery to the jump starter. Your charge cable to charge your jump starter with. Takes about 3 hours to charge. Rarely do I have to charge the one I have, and I get multiple jumps out of it. These little fittings here hook into the same port that the air hose hooks into, and in here you have a needle for airing up a ball, not even sure what that one is, and like a nozzle here for like airing up like a swimming float or something like that. This jump starter comes with some extra holes that mine doesn't have, and this is, I think, high volume. So you can like blow things off with these. You hook your hose up and then it's enough volume air to blow some things off. Oh yes, and also you can charge your cell phones, like if you have a storm or something. This thing is good for charging cell phones, laptops. This is the port for your air hose that you air up tires with. This is where you hook your jumper cables in. This has a light as well, and it's a multi-function light. So let's fire this thing up, see if it has any power. Hit the power button and it comes on and it says it's almost completely charged right out of the box. So it has a light button here. Let's hit that. Okay, that's your LED work light. That's bright. Hit it again. Oh, it's a strobe for safety. And then this is SOS, I believe. And then again, and it's off. This button here looks like a hair dryer symbol on it. So this one is where your air comes out. This one sucks the air in, maybe to like suck the air out of your air mattress or something like that. So let me show you how that works. So you get these fittings here and you take your air hose, and this is the fitting here that goes into your air compressor. So we're gonna screw this in the end of this tube. And then whatever fitting is the most suitable for whatever we're gonna blow up, like this might be a air mattress fitting, about that size, big hole. So we're gonna screw this in the other end of this hose. And then we just take the air pump and it goes in, it has like a little notch there. So it goes in and then you twist to hold it in. Yeah, so there it's in. And then you just turn your blow dryer symbol on. Oh. So it automatically shuts off after like a minute or so. Power it back on and then hit the air. So that's a nice little option there. And these are all different fittings for different applications. This button here is the air compressor. So I have it on PSI. The power button stops and starts your air compressor. And like for a bike tire, 35 PSI. It already has some presets in it. That might be for a ball, because that was, yeah, ball symbol, and that was 8 PSI. Yeah, so you want a 36 PSI, you can set it, hit your compressor. But that's all if you have your air compressor hose hooked up. So it hooks up by just twisting it in. And I don't think this rotates. No, you have to rotate the whole hose to screw it in. So once you have your hose in, okay, so hit this, 45 PSI. Just like that. All right, and then the jumper cables plug into this little port right here. So you gotta be a little bit careful. I mean, the size of those connectors aren't that big. So they only go in one way, but you want to make sure, you know, you're not torquing on them or anything like that, because I'm sure you can break them. But as long as you don't break them, they're going to work good for you. I'm not sure what those symbols mean. It probably means it's not hooked up correctly to your battery, which we're not hooked up to a battery, so that makes sense. I will leave a link to this particular product in the description below this video if you're interested. So let's see how this thing works on this dead battery. All right, let's figure out maybe why this went dead. So there is a charger down in here, phone charger that they had plugged in the center console, so that draws a little bit of juice. This wouldn't be a problem if they were only gone for like a week or so, but they've been gone for almost 3 months and we haven't driven this car. And there's also a charger right here. So yeah, 2 chargers. Security light's still blinking a little bit. My daughter said the other day that, yeah, it wouldn't start. So it still has a little bit of juice and the dash lights come on and stuff, but no starter action. Let's see if this does the trick. This battery was born in 2023, so it's only a couple years old. So the only downside that I can think of to this is that your cords aren't very long. So you got to make sure you have a place to set this when you're starting your vehicle so it don't fall into your fan, or yeah, you just got to be careful with it. So we're going to start by plugging this in the port. One side has square corners, the other one's just round. So it's really easy to know how to plug it in. We're going to set it right here, and we're going to expose the positive terminal, red to red, black to black, black to negative, however you want to think of it. So we're plugged in. Our lights went to green only. The red is gone. It's recognized that we're hooked up, so we're going to turn it on. Okay, well, let's go give it a shot. So I want to make sure this isn't going to fall and get broke. So there you go, first-hand look at what this thing will do. So that's the Novsight G5 jump starter air pump. Check it out at the link below.